Hello and welcome to the LeadMaster Quick Tour video. In this video, we're going to have a quick run through of all of the most important features in LeadMaster. We will be doing this by going through the top tabs next to your company logo. This includes visiting the Home link, the Companies link, Contacts link, all the way through to Calendar. Remember, while watching this video, that your LeadMaster system may look slightly different or may not have all the features that this video shows. This all has to do with your account settings and what features you have enabled and what features you don't. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at help@leadmaster.com.au or your systems administrator. To begin, let's have a quick look at the dashboard. You can see on my dashboard it is quite busy. We have a number of dashboard reports that I've saved there so I can quickly and easily see relevant information to my company. Furthermore, on the left I have a few drop-down boxes which should be standard on every single LeadMaster login. By clicking Appointments and Callbacks, I can quickly see any upcoming appointments and callbacks I have scheduled, both past and present. By clicking Recent Items, I can see records or contacts or opportunities that I have viewed recently. By clicking Shortcuts, I can access reports that I have created a quick shortcut to on my dashboard with one single click. And finally, by clicking Searches, I can perform detailed and data mining searches with one single click from searches that I've saved earlier. If you ever want to come back to your dashboard, all you need to do, wherever you are on the system, is click the Home button. Next on our list is Companies. This will provide a list of all the companies or records within your system. To access it, all we need to do is click the Companies link right next to your company logo. Let's do that now. Here we can see a list of all the companies within LeadMaster. To access the relevant details and the sales update page of that company, all we need to do is click on the company name. Let's do that now. Here we can see the sales update page, and we have a number of options to update the record and maintain a sales update on that company. At the top of the page, we can see all the demographic information about the primary contact for that company. To the right of that, we can see which division this lead is housed in internally, who the sales manager might be, and who's the sales agent or campaign that is assigned to. Remember that most of these labels are fully customizable to suit your business. As we move down the page, we see the Contacts section. This is where all the contacts that you have within that company are housed together, so you don't have multiple records per company. Further down, we can see the callbacks and appointments. This lists a history of all the callbacks and appointments you have had with this contact and this company, past and present. To view the details of these callbacks and appointments, all you need to do is click it. If it's done, you can check Done. If you want to add a new one, all you need to do is click the Add button towards the right. Next down, we have the Custom Forms and Web Capture Forms section. This allows you to attach any custom form created in LeadMaster or any HTML form that you may have already created to the record for call center staff to fill in, or even the primary contact themselves to fill in. This allows you to house more information about the contact within the record. Next, we come to the Express Checkbox Update section. In your system, it may be called the Call Stats section or the Call Stats field. This feature is where LeadMaster really comes into its own. by allowing you to complete multiple mundane simple tasks in single clicks. For example, say you call a customer and you did not reach them, and you want to schedule a callback for tomorrow. In competing CRM systems, this process can take up to 12 clicks. In LeadMaster, it takes but one. By clicking Did Not Reach Callback Tomorrow, we can simultaneously add to the record that we did not reach the call and we want to call them back tomorrow, create a callback event scheduled for tomorrow morning, and let our sales manager know this is what happened. All the checkbox updates can be completely customized to create the own processes that are going to be best suited for your business, whether it be adding the primary contact to a lead nurturing track, sending an email to a contact, or updating parts of the record. Next, we have the sales reps comments notes section. Here is a written record of any and all interaction that any person who has ever dealt with the record has had with any contact ever attached to the record. This means that even if a record lies dormant for a number of years, you can come back to it and touch base at where the record was left off. This allows for full circle accountability between all tiers of management. As we move down the page, we come to the attached files section. Here, any type of file type, including a Word document, PDF, or image file, can be attached to the contact to allow all your files to be held in one place. This allows sales reps to be able to more effectively complete the sales process, and allows account managers to keep a close eye on what's happening on the sales floor. Next, we have the lead progress part of the contact or record page. Here we have fields such as lead status, initial lead status, through to forecast date, all with drop-down boxes. All the fields within these drop-down boxes, and even the labels themselves, can be completely customized to your business. So, they may look different in your work group, or they can look different in your work group if you want. Below lead progress, we have the sales opportunity pipeline section. Here is a selection of all your opportunities that you have had, may have, or have currently with your client. Here we can see a quick dollar value of all the opportunities, as well as a total pipeline value with one single glance. If we want, we can add more opportunities, clone opportunities to make repeat business easy and easy to track with the customer. As we come to the bottom of the page, we complete our look at the sales update page, the page which you'll probably use most within LeadMaster. So it is important to remember that after you make any changes on the sales update page, that you press the green Go button. There are a number located on the page, whether it be up the top, in the middle, or down the bottom. As long as you press one, that is all that matters, so that your changes are saved for future reference within the system. Let's go back to the dashboard to have a look at reports. When we click on the Reports tab, we can access the full range of reports that LeadMaster has to offer. All we need to do is click Reports. One of LeadMaster's most powerful features is to report on any field that is withheld within the Sales Update page, the View Profile page, or the Contact Information page, but most often we report on features of opportunities. LeadMaster has a number of reports already built into the system that you don't have to create yourself. These can include an Opportunity Sales Stage report, an Opportunity Pipeline report, or as we scroll down the list we can see the full selection. Let's have a look at one of the reports that are built in. This is called the Opportunity Pipeline Report. All we need to do is click Select, type in the name of the report, and press Go. Here we can see LeadMaster has created our pipeline report. From here we have a number of options. Whether we want to download the report by simply clicking the Download Report tab, print the report, email the report, create a shortcut to the report from our dashboard, or chart the report to view it in a graphical form. Let's click Chart. Here we can see LeadMaster has charted our report so we can view it as a pie graph. However, the interactive charting tool means that we can choose any type of graph we want. Alternatively, we can save this graph to the dashboard so we can view it as soon as we log in, or we can create a shortcut like we did with the tabulated graph. If we return to the Reports tab by clicking Reports, we can see we also have the option to create a custom report. To do this, all we need to do is click on the Custom Reports link under your company logo. Here we have a list of all the custom reports that you may have created in the past. Seeing as how we haven't created any in the past, let's create one now. All we need to do is click Create a Report. From here, we now select the available fields within the record with which we want to report on, whether it be the campaign, who the sales manager is, and maybe what the lead status is. Then we have to click Next. Here we need to choose the report name, what the report is going to report on, and if you have access to multiple work groups, which work groups that you work in have access to the report. Let's fill those details in now. Here, we rank the information by the way we want to see it. So I want to see the campaign first, then who the sales manager is, and then what the lead status is. And then you can choose whether you're going to have it in ascending order or descending order. Once you're happy, all you need to do is click Next. If you want to add any custom fields to the report, this is when you can. But in this case I don't, so I'm just going to click Next. And here we have our custom report. It has been added to my custom reports list, and if I want to view it, all I need to do is click on it. To run the report, however, we need to go back to the Reports tab. We can either click Reports under our company logo, or click the Reports tab that we already know of. Once here, we can scroll down to the very bottom of the list where my custom reports are going to be. We select the report, type in a name like we did before, and then click the green Go button. We can see that LeadMaster has taken the data from the relevant fields that I selected, that being campaign, sales manager, and lead status, and reported on them how I wanted to. This means that using LeadMaster, you can report on any field in any part of LeadMaster and rank them however you want. Let's look at the library feature next. To access it, all we need to click is Library. Here at the library, we have a series of files that can be uploaded by administrators for account managers to access and attach their records. It works just like any other file browsing system works on a PC or a Mac. All you need to do is click Upload File, or you can create new folders and browse it just like you would in any other system. Next on the list is User Settings. Let's click this tab next. By clicking User Settings, we can access and change all the basic information about your user profile within LeadMaster, whether it be your demographic information, your time and date settings within the system, setting up your calendar and callback events, as well as setting up your sync with Google Calendar if you have that feature enabled, setting up your email signatures so you don't have to fill it up every single time, or other various settings that allow for further customization within the system. Next is one of the more important features of LeadMaster, and that is adding new leads to your system. To do this, we have to click the Add New Leads, or it may be Add New Records in your system. Once here, we have a number of options, and this will all depend on the features that you have enabled within your CRM. But let's stick with the most basic one, and click Add New Record. This will bring up a screen where you can fill in details about your new record or new lead just like you would filling out any other web form on the internet. Once you have filled your demographic information in like I have, we can move down the Add New Record or Add New Lead page to fill in some further details about our new lead. At the Profile Summary section, we have a few options, whether it be assigning a lead status, a lead sales stage, perhaps a forecast date, or even a campaign. All these labels and fields are fully customizable to suit your system's needs, and so they may look a bit different in your work group. Let's select a few now though. As we move down the page, we come to the Custom Forms and Web Capture Forms section. Here, you can attach a custom form created in LeadMaster or an HTML form to the record itself. All you need to do is select it and continue down the page. Finally, you may wish to assign your new lead to a sales manager or equivalent. Once again, this label is changeable within your system, so it may look a bit different. Let's assign it to myself and send me a notification to make sure I remember that I've got a new lead. Finally, our last step is to add any comments or notes if we wish. I might make a comment that I got this lead from word of mouth. Once I'm happy, all I need to do is click the green Go button. Because we attached a feedback survey, we can choose to fill in that information now. If not, we just click Update and continue to go through. Here we can see our record or new lead has been added to the system and looks just like it did when we were clicking on a company before and going down the Sales Update page. Now that we've learned how to create a new lead or a new record within the system, let's go have a look at campaigns. To access this, all we need to do is click the Campaigns button at the top of the LeadMaster page. Here we see a list of all our current campaigns. We have an opportunity to edit or delete them using the links on the right, add a campaign using the link under your company logo, or download the information contained on this page by clicking the Download button next to the Add Campaign button and below your company logo. Adding a campaign is simple. To start off with, let's click on the Add Campaign button. Much like adding a record in LeadMaster, adding a campaign is easy as filling in a web form like you would anywhere else on the internet. All we need to do is put in a company name for the campaign manager and go down and fill out all the relevant information about the campaign within the web form. As we move down the page, we come to the campaign detail section. Most of these labels are fully customizable, so if you want, we can change it, and if you're not happy with your system as it is, it can be changed to further suit your business needs. Also, bearing this in mind, if you're using this as a training video, your campaign detail section may look a little bit different. Once we're happy, all we need to do is click Submit. And there we have it. We can see our new campaign has been added to the list, and now we can start assigning records to that campaign straight away, just like we learnt when we're looking at the sales update page or the companies page. Next, we come to the administration button. Let's click this and have a look where it takes us. From this button is where you're going to see the most amount of change between accounts. Some may not even have the administration tab. Others may have a full administration suite like this login does. Once again, others may have very limited administration. But to put it shortly, this is where you can change a lot of the more advanced features of your workgroup. So this Administrations tab section will most likely be restricted to administrators on your workgroup. If you have any further questions regarding administration, please don't hesitate to email help@leadmaster.com.au. Next, let's have a look at e-marketing. This feature may or may not be turned on in your workgroup or your login, so if it's not at the top of the page, do not worry. If it is at the top of the page, however, let's click on that link now. From this page, we can do a number of things, whether it be create and manage our email message templates, launch an email campaign, or report on current email campaigns already deployed. Additionally, we can also access our lead nurturing page by simply clicking on the lead nurturing tab. Here we have similar options to what we did at the email campaigns tab, such as create and manage lead nurturing tracks, add contacts to a lead nurturing track, or report on our lead nurturing tracks. From the e-marketing page, we have a number of options, whether it be creating or managing our email message templates, launching a new email campaign, or reporting on email campaigns that we already have started. Additionally, from this page, we can also access the lead nurturing page by clicking on the lead nurturing tab. Here, like the email campaign page, we have a number of options, whether it be creating or managing our lead nurturing tracks, adding more contacts to a lead nurturing track, or reporting on lead nurturing tracks that are already running. But let's go back to the email campaigns page for now. As the e-marketing feature is an add-on feature that is optional and not standard for most users, further information about how to set up an e-marketing campaign can be found on the LeadMaster YouTube site, where it has its own video. If you have any further requirements or questions about e-marketing after watching this video, don't hesitate to contact us at help@leadmaster.com.au. Finally, we come to the calendar. To access your LeadMaster calendar, click the calendar link at the top of the page. By clicking the calendar link, you are brought to your personal calendar within LeadMaster. Here, all your appointments and callbacks that are scheduled or assigned to you can be seen easily with a glance, whether it be viewing them per day, per week, or per month. Using the calendar feature, you have a number of options, whether it be adding an appointment or callback, filtering the appointments or callbacks you have, or easily sharing your calendars with print or email. All this can be done by clicking the various links at the top of the page. Furthermore, you can skip to a day, a month, or a year in particular by using the search feature. Not only does LeadMaster have a personal calendar for each user, but a calendar for each group. Here, members of each group can see the appointments and callbacks that have been made public for the group, or also various events or meetings that may have been issued for the group. This allows team members to work effectively together and not lose track of those important meetings or appointments. This brings to a close the LeadMaster Quick Tour video. Remember, you can access the most basic features of LeadMaster, the features that you'll probably use the most, through the links at the top of the page. Remember, if you get lost, you can always click the Home button to return where you started. Thank you for watching, and we hope this video helps. If you have any further inquiries, please don't hesitate to contact help@leadmaster.com.au or crmteam@leadmaster.com.au for any sales inquiries.